last night happened to be fun. You see here, we got had a bit of an issue where not a lot of people actually paid attention to the video, and I mean, not a lot of people. Yeah, 50 views. It was actually surprisingly lazy in my part, but hey, why give this kind of issue attention, and more than it actually has to be. Like, I'm not really going to waste the crap out of my time out of something like this. And I don't exactly find that stuff exactly pleasing when and it turns out people can't exactly handle the truth. They just simply can't. I don't know if the community that had it's like a whole bunch of history pretenders going around constantly supporting Trump, or or if it's just my user logic trying to hate bomb the shit out of me. like, let me go tell you something here. The beginning of this video clearly says that if you end up disliking this video because this isn't in drama at all, it outs you as pretty much a genuine piece of shit. And there is no way you can go and counter that. Like, seriously. Tell me anything good Trump has done, and I'll be able to shut it down within a matter of seconds. Like, there is nothing good that happened, and this is gonna go cement that fact even more. Also, to those who end up thinking the train master is somehow exempt from all this because I somehow, got angry with logic over, being a little petty ass. Well, no, that's not how this works. We're going to go and make him take accountability for his actions. No matter how unbelievably mundane this might be in the sake of everyone else. No matter how many people refuse to take part because they feel like like logic is their best friend. And, if they betray logic, they're somehow betraying their trust. Which, no. You're betraying the rest of humanity by doing that. I suggest you get off your goddamn, bias towards, people that you actually, well, probably don't even like anyway. To go and just sit ahead there and do the right thing. Don't make the any more of, something that doesn't need to happen. And no, this is not drama. Let me go and show you the definition of drama. As you can see, a play for theater, radio, or television, or an exciting, emotional, or unexpected series of events or set in circumstances. We can also go look even more, and as you can see here, oh, this is the real 100% definition of events. And also, the Urban Dictionary says that a way of relating to the world per person consistently overreacts to or greatly exaggerates the importance of benign events. Typically, drama is used by, and we'll go into this definition here, chronically bored those who seek attention. People who engage in drama usually intend to drag other people into a dramatic state as a way of gaining attention and making their lives more exciting. Common warning signs: having one's post at least one serious problem after another, constantly telling other people about one's problems, extreme emotionality, frequently shifting, intense emotions, claiming to have experienced negative effects are highly implausible, a boring job or mundane life, making claims without sufficient evidence or lack of detail about supposedly serious events, or pattern of irrational behavior and reactions to everyday problems. This definition was made all the way back in 2009. let that sink in. This is before the entire period of 2016, in where everyone apparently lost their shit and trying to go collect it all over the place. And, constantly get into fights over, really, really minor things. That is not what, drama. That is drama. That essentially is drama. It is mundane shit. It's really mundane shit that doesn't exactly matter. That's the definition of drama. This, this is not drama. This is actually a serious fucking issue. Okay? This has serious repercussions. For example, Logic could end up in jail for what he's, trying to go and pass off. Trainmaster could end up in federal prison, regardless of his age. This is how much this actually matters. And not only that, you might end up killing a lot of people by actually listening to what Trainmaster says. I'm dead serious about this. You know, the entire purpose of the, big dramatic JoJo opening was to go and show how exactly this relates, and to go give people a bit of a of an insight. And the rest of the video here, this, Duck Hunt and Castlevania I've been trying to go put into this, also represents the situation. This is not because Duck Hunt and it's basically putting into perspective the genocide of many minorities, and nobody's doing a thing. Nobody cares about, Duck Hunt. Nobody gives a shit. And oh, because they're like cartoon ducks. Now, this might seem highly implausible, but replace the ducks with black people. Then the tune starts to go and significantly change. As in, if you deny this, you are a racist. And Logic, by continually sweeping this under the rug like it is drama, when really it is not, according to all known definitions of the term drama, even Urban Dictionary terms, do not indicate this in the slightest. That's the power of false information. Also, I'd like to go tell you, and when I end up putting Castlevania in my video, it's to represent something. I am purging an evil that needs to be eradicated. You see, systemic racism was never a good thing. Never, ever. Okay? It basically was the equivalent to the extension of slavery, which might make it. Let me go and explain something real quick. Slavery was originally not a racist thing. It was something that happened in a whole bunch in old history. Like, for example, if I go over right here and go look into the topic, see? That is the Roman Empire, currently in the middle of having the, yes, percent by forced labor. As you can see, it's still happening, and this is arguably really fucked up. Romans used to do it this all the time with people they captured, as well as Greeks, Egyptians, many other peoples. It was normal. But you know what made it not okay to do? People who took it way too far and made it about color. And essentially, people who are not them. And us versus them mentality. As you can see here, we can go on. We have have a lot of slavery coming in, and and generally it was extremely racist, extremely brutal, and unbelievably. Pardon me, I just end up having a bit ahead of a meal dropped. And the amount of lashings that people would end up getting, and the amount of dehumanization that ended up happening within that period, it's fucked as hell. You heard the stories of Harriet Tubman before, and how she single-handedly managed to go get a whole bunch of black people to Canada until eventually the Civil War happened, and we were supposed to, be 100% free. That's what we were supposed to do. But because, Lincoln was shot, and nobody felt like being a fucking man about it, we ended up having systemic racism in America, which has continued on to this day. The KKK, pretty much every single crazy racist group out there, even, you know, crazy, like Black Power, are all derivative of that. The idea that and people are inferior to others just because of their skin color, their gender, or and it's been that way for a long time. I know this because I actually look up my history. And this has been a thing for genders and for other people for even longer than that. Don't you think it's time that it stops? Now that we have machines to do all that and labor for us? Yeah, I think it's about time. And now, about COVID. I would like to go and hang up a bit of proof right here. About COVID 19 in particular. This is generally where. Alright, let's go look at the statistics real quick. And we're gonna go worldwide. You see here, the amount of new cases incredibly high. Like, the highest it's ever been. It's only now it's going down. As you can see, my country is having a lot of issues with this. All the time. And there's been like 20,000 deaths in my country alone. But we're actually the ones who end up doing quite well. Oh, in this thing. Such as New Zealand, who completely not locked off all of their borders. First, let me show that to you real quick. Oh, it appeared right there. New Zealand originally had a whole bunch of cases, but now it's like really, really low. That's because they decided to lock themselves from the rest of the world. You could say they're being pussies, but to me, that actually shows a sign of knowing what to do. However, if we go to the United States, if I can scroll all the way over there. Oh fuck. No, no, I don't mean the Vatican. Oh, it's ginormous. Absolutely massively huge. The amount of new cases they've been getting every single day. It's not going down. Wait, no, it actually is going down, but compared to how it was before, I don't know. It's fucked. And this is all because of the Trump administration. Like, you see this huge, massive spike, nothing really is happening. This is all time, might I add. If we look at deaths, this is gonna point a really, really grim reminder of, how much damage we end up taking. 7 day, like, many people end up dying every single day from this virus. Like, and I mean a whole bunch. I mean a whole bunch of people. There are multiple health authorities. Also, let's look at the worldwide statistics. 2.3 million people have died. 105 million also have gotten the coronavirus. Half of them have recovered so far. I'm about to go pull out a calculator and go and personally calculate this stuff. Because a viewer of mine said, you don't make any sense. Just because people, I'm a Republican, doesn't mean they're okay with all that. It's like saying all anime fans only like anime for its not safe for work content. Which, ahem? Sir, we like anime for violence. Okay? You can't use that claim specifically for sexual content. Like, look at Dragon Ball Z. It's practically huge amounts of violence. You don't end up hearing anyone talk about anyone liking anime for, none fictional plot points. It just doesn't make any sense. And COVID has a 99% recovery rate, so no wonder Train Master doesn't live in fear of getting it. Let people be and stop getting so worked up about it. But if we move back here, you'll see that half the world's population recovered from it. And even if we end up extrapolating the shit out of the statistics, like even the most wrong setting we can possibly do, it's a grave, like a massive miscalculation. 105. No, 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 no. Sorry about that. 105 million does not end up coming out to, a 99.9% recovery rate. If you divide and the amount of deaths by that said amount, 45% of the population would end up being relatively fine. I know the math doesn't add up, but those are just my personal numbers. But if we were to go look at the recovery rate real quick, just a quick, as you can see here, the COVID-19 recovery rate is not 99%. In business today, it says 99.16, 99.173. Yeah, number of posts on social media. Basically, those who continue to suffer COVID symptoms. It's misleading. Look at how many people get infected, not how many people die. A lot of people end up being completely immune to the virus and carry it. There's massive, massive incorrect statements. Not dead doesn't mean recovered. Exactly. Ongoing support. People have ongoing support. You can see here. There is no proof. Already debunked a claim. Entirely. Mr. Next One Night, you don't have any proof anymore. Let people be. No, I'm not gonna let people be. If I let people be about this situation, more people are going to die of the coronavirus. Or rather, COVID-19. Like, dude, do you understand how unbelievably stupid you look right now? I would also like to go and personally point out that I have this website here. Vaccine rumors, debunked microchips, altered DNA, and more. This is the official Canadian broadcast thing. We practically pay for this stuff to be 100% and waiting. The one we've seen aired regularly on social media, BBC. Yeah, the coronavirus will do. It does not. DNA code? Judging RNA into a person doesn't do anything into DNA of the human cell. Bodily instructions? See? Completely false. Oh, so Bill Gates will not microchip you? Absolutely will not. Okay? I think I'll tell you something. Phones have that technology. You post this stuff all the time on your phones and on your computers. But you never really complain about that, do you? Hence why my best solution, like leaving the internet, is actually the smartest thing to go and do in this situation. If you have that much of a problem with being tracked, well, you're shit out of luck. Get out the internet. They track you for the sake of making sure other people are alright. That's how it is, at least in my country. And I guarantee you, it's going to be the way that it is in the United States. Other than corporations, they probably want to go, oh, like DMCA the shit out of you, but that's already started back in May, by the way. Next technology, never been tested, never been approved. There are a bunch of safety checks. That's people effective. Yes, indeed. And then you got conspiracy theories all over it. BBC that the claim was false. As we can see, 44% of Republicans also agreed to this notion, which is incorrect. Again, Bill and Melinda Gates have said this never was the case. Ever. And of course, the fetus tissue claims, no, not true either. As you can see by this beautiful, beautiful host. And you got these memes. 99.9% recovery rate, which I've debunked before. It's actually a lot lower than that. Therefore, if you believe any of this shit, you are genuinely retarded. And I am autistic myself. I'm allowed to say this. You are legitimately the dumbest people I've ever seen in my entire life. And I bet half of you probably thinking that, chocolate milk comes from brown cows. Like, dude, no, it doesn't. Normal milk comes from brown cows. The health service would be overwhelmed, indeed. So around, yes, meme, actually, that on short-term mobility depend on age. Yes, indeed, it's actually quite age-based. So, this pretty much debunks not only Trump supporters, but what Trainmaster has actually said in the GC. There is no reason why you should continue believing this, unless you legitimately feel like being ostracized from the rest of the intelligent community. But there, I want to go a bit overboard because personally, I feel like this matters. Let's see here. I'm trying to remove a sick coronavirus patient from the hospital and wanted by police. Yeah, there's actually a trend of people fucking doing this. And this shit where they record empty hospitals. This, again, not not okay. People end up getting overloaded at empty hospitals all the time. Any suggestion that COVID-19 does exist is serious, not only extremely disrespectful, but it also puts the lives of others at risk. The video has been shared thousands of times on social media. The man behind the camera makes a number of discredited claims. Conspiracy theories. Vitamins and zinc cannot cure COVID-19. Exactly. They cannot. They cannot cure no COVID-19. The government does not think COVID-19 is also harmless. COVID-19 is not a real disease, but it's essentially harmless. Like, bloody shit. The coronavirus is indeed real, and indeed, you got, yeah, people have actually gone out and, like, tried to kill people via this crazy shit. Moving people from hospitals, despite them being, terminal, like, terminally ill from the virus. That is fucked beyond belief. If you think that's okay to do, well, you're just fucked in the head. Like, I'm serious about this. You're fucked. You should be cancelled. Because you aren't a human being if you actually believe this shit. It's okay. Let people do their jobs. And make sure this virus doesn't spread any more than it already has, okay? And not only that, COVID deniers are actively killing people too. And I'm not just saying this. Right here. And dead? The day after he tested positive, he fucking died. Just been smoking false conspiracy theories. Indeed. Yeah. Indeed. Last year, eh? Not to wear a mask? Walking Dead, he not been going to work, he had greater protection. I think he would be alive today. Exactly. Wear a fucking mask. This isn't about you. It never was about you. It's about the old people who need to go and and be protected. And other people as well. Your rights do not matter when it comes to this virus. The virus doesn't care about your rights. It's a virus. It's supposed to be natural and not care about that stuff. If you think it's gonna start caring about your political views, no. It's gonna kill people. Okay? Regardless if you're a Republican or if you're a Democrat. Or even an independent. This is entirely made for Americans to understand, by the way. Hey, they were complicit in Gary's death. Indeed, this was indeed. You know, I consider shit like this actual attempted murders. No, they murdered him. They absolutely did by not, being responsible. We, he regretted the ended up muting his cover. It's been on Facebook in content in the last 6 months. I understand. I know, conspiracy theory people are just nuts. Indeed. Yeah, I'm talking to myself mostly because I want you to understand that this is a fucking serious issue. And I mean people are going to die from this if you don't fucking smarten up. I'm not being, my, character that I end up portraying. I'm legitimately saying this as a human being. You have a responsibility and an obligation to fucking do this shit. Okay? I do not want people to, old people who don't deserve it, to die because you felt like not wearing a mask. or that your rights were being infringed. Okay? Also, Trainmaster, well, also said that apparently Biden is a pedophile. I also have proof to go quickly debunk this fact right here. See, Facebook posts, and Joe Biden is a pedophile. Looks way before it started blowing up as well. If your time is short, there is no credible evidence that supports his claim. In Joe Biden's more than 40 years of public life, we could find no news supports formal accusations, complaints, arrests, or investigations that implicate him to any kind of sex crimes involving kids. You can see here, there's your personal tax. Indeed, in the QAnon, as you can see, let me go tell you something about QAnon. They're a bunch of fucking liars. And they aren't, and they want you to go and intentionally ruin America. That's what they want you to do. They're manipulating you so that Russia can go and, come in, go and destabilize the country, and then they take over because everyone's busy fighting each other. That's their plan. You think Russia doesn't have a fucking problem with the United States because they ended up, ruining their entire country over the past 40 years? Oh, I'm sorry. No. But that's still happening, okay? Okay. Alrighty. Don't worry. Alright. I just got a note out here that apparently he tells me to go and completely end this. Alright. I will probably end up making this quick. Indeed, I'll just make this short then. As you can see here, Trump was also been accused, but yet, you don't believe that either, personally. Therefore, you really shouldn't be doing this stuff, trying to go say that other political leaders are pedophile. Indeed. It was quite unfortunate that this had to happen. Okay. I would have gotten a bit on, but okay. Finally, if this will load. Okay, I guess that one doesn't work. I guess you can believe that the economy happened to be it's somewhat alright. But what I want to show you here, it's a Trump hate map. There's an entire map dedicated to this. From America's Place. See here, there's even yes, race some over the place. You got stuff going on in Minnesota. And this is like in Democrat areas too. This is not an exclusively just. Let me finish the fucking video. And finally, okay. I guess that is it then. I will fit. Apparently, my parents do not like that I am disproving things. And, gonna be on YouTube, and I guess this is gonna end up, being a bit ahead of a, surprise.